Say 104, 106. Okay, we're sorted. Karen standing by. Belinda, my apologies. Good morning.
Good morning, Neil. How are you?
Good to catch up with you. A lot to unpack here. Not just the weight, the black market involving Mounjaro, Ozempic, and all of these different and the options that people have to get them on the web and what have you. But did you hear, Wegovy as well, did you hear of the people who are stopping the jabs and piling back on the weight?
That is quite common, yeah. But I think if you're going to take this medication for weight loss specifically, then it's a really good idea to use that time while you're on the medication to, gain new habits.
Habits.
And
you've heard the stories, I'm sure. There was one particular woman who lost 8 stone, stopped, had no guidance whatsoever after she stopped the courses of injections, put it all back on again.
Yeah, that's going to happen. Not necessarily to everyone. My best friend has actually come off it and continued to lose weight through all of the habits she kind of learned during her journey, And also, it doesn't happen to everybody. Do you know what I mean? It really doesn't. And there is a lack of support out there with these medications. And that's what prompted me to open up my support group, the next chapter. Because when I started out 3 years ago, Neil, there was nobody talking about this. And there was nobody kind of being able to help people with it. So
it wasn't a big story then, say in 2022, as much as it was, say, in the last 12 months, if you like. I think it's fair to say. But you've been on Ozempic, Mounjaro, and a new one to me, Trulicity. Yeah,
so we would have went Ozempic, Trulicity, and Mounjaro.
Never Wegovy, no? They were the 3 you did.
No. Ozempic and Wegovy have the same active ingredient. Just the Wegovy is specifically for weight loss, and the Ozempic is specifically for diabetes.
Okay. Why 3 of them? Why 3 of them? Why would you want?
Because when I started out in 2022 and people were just kind of hearing about it, we ended up with a flood of people looking for Ozempic for weight loss rather than diabetes. And then there was a there was a shortage. And even though your doctor might prescribe you, and this happened to me, your doctor might prescribe you Ozempic to go into the chemist had their higher powers telling them not to give it to people who are not using it for diabetes alone. So then came the time when we
exclusively keeping it for diabetes.
Diabetics, yeah. So
type 2 diabetes, to be honest. Wasn't it?
Yes, type 2 diabetes, instead of metformin or what have you.
So did you flip to another product then?
Yeah, I went to Trulicity, and that wasn't next nor near what Ozempic would have done for me in terms of appetite suppression and food noise. Food
noise. What's that again?
Yeah. So food noise would be, I would probably compare it to somebody that might be addicted to alcohol or be addicted to drugs or be addicted to gambling. It's a very, very light chatter in the back of your head consistently talking to you about doing the thing that you don't want to do.
Go on, eating. You'll be grand. Go on.
Yeah,
it'll be fine.
Well,
you've got a handle
and
on
when
it.
When you wake up in the morning, you think, the first thing, if you had food noise, the first thing you would think about is food. What am I going to eat for my breakfast? That's not going to make me go over my calories. And what am I going to eat for my lunch? And that would continue throughout the whole day. And you would constantly berate yourself with negative talk as well, and how you failed because you've eaten a packet of crisps, or it's tough to live with that. And I think before the GLP-1 medications came along, the people that lived with that didn't even know it had a name until the term food noise came around.
Does it turn off that noise?
Yes, 100% it turns off that noise. Yeah. So you would wake up one morning and your whole day will change. Your whole life will change because that switch is switched off. And you just don't know what to do with it. It's amazing. It really is,
I wonder about these drugs, these interventions. Do they play havoc with your body? The absolute confusion of all of the different enzymes in your body, the acids that are supposed to be naturally released for the breakdown of food. Your body doesn't know what to do.
Your body does get used to it, though. It really does. You know, like when you say, we were talking about the diabetics and the Ozempic, people have been on that drug for 20 years.
Yeah.
On GLP-1 medications, you know, so.
Okay, so you had a fair amount to lose, no disrespect intended, like seven stone, I think, was it?
Well, 8, actually. I've only lost nearly 7 now, so... but the thing is, if I had started out my journey on Mounjaro, I would have reached my goal in a year and a half. But because I started out on Ozempic and then we didn't have the medication, and then I tried Trulicity, which didn't work, and then I stalled for, I don't know, maybe 6 months, and then I found Mounjaro, and then my weight started to drop again because it was and is an amazing medication.
But 8 stone in 18 months is alarmingly rapid.
I spoke to somebody yesterday who'd lost nearly 10 stone in 45 months. That's a lot. It's a lot, and I don't think that...
Well, that's closer to 4 years, though, you know? That 45 months is closer to 4 years. 48 weeks, you said? You said months.
Weeks.
You mean weeks?
No, weeks, yeah. Yeah, and that's the kind of thing that's happening out there. Yeah.
10 stone in 8 weeks?
45 weeks.
45. No, hang on. Let me get this maths right. In 45 weeks, which is about 10 months, they lost 10 stone.
Yeah. Rapid. Yeah.
My God, that's shocking.
Yeah, it is. It's crazy. It's a crazy amount of weight, isn't it? Yeah.
And it's not supposed to be that right. It's not supposed to be that fast.
Healthy weight loss isn't. We all know that. You know.
I thought they were saying something. I thought I read somewhere. I'm just talking off the cuff here. I thought they said you were supposed to do something like 2.5 to 3 stone a year or something.
Yeah. But everybody's different. The medication works differently for every single individually. Like, say, myself and Paddy Cunningham, we have a podcast, and it's called The Dose. We're just about to start season 3. It's on all of the platforms.
Well done.
We speak about GLP-1 medications only. Now, my podcast partner in crime, has been on this medication 1 year and lost 8 stone.
In a year?
Yeah. Yeah.
Licensed products where you can lose 8 stone in 12 months or 10 stone in 10 months.
Well, I think that's outside the realms of normal, though. The 10 stone, definitely.
Okay. So, and for that, it comes at a huge financial cost, the outlay of this, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Like you were talking about the black market, but there are really reputable companies out there like MyBMI, who that's where I get my medication from, and you have support the whole way through your journey. And medical support and everything. So
how do the alternatives work? This black market, these I'm assuming they're counterfeit drugs.
They're counterfeit. They're not the medication. They're not real, the GLP-1 medications. There's absolutely horrendous ingredients in them. And like people are just suffering so much because of it. And I can guarantee you the amount of money they're paying on the black market, they could go to MyBMI or somebody like that and have it for maybe a few euros more, but have the right medication and the right support, you know?
So to do that, you need to get a script, don't you?
Yeah. Okay. And you get that from the company, you know, and they have an online doctor speak to you, and, you know, you have to send in your photographs, send in your weight. You have to do all of the things that you would do.
What's the criteria? What is the criteria for acceptance, incidentally?
I can't remember what the BMI, your BMI has to be over a certain amount, and I don't want to say it on the radio because I can't remember.
Yeah, it's probably north of 25 anyway, I suppose.
Oh, definitely. Yeah.
So you prove that with a photograph?
You prove that with a photograph, yeah. Yeah, or you would have to get bloods done from your doctor and pass on that information, or...
So it would be, let's say, typically then, we're talking about what, 300 a month? Would that be right then for the
253 euros.
Okay. Is it available on medical card for somebody who?
No.
Okay.
No. Now, I think you can claim some of that back from insurance. I think you can, depending on your insurance provider.
And what would the counterfeit monthly outlay be?
I don't know.
It must be dramatically less than that for people to be attracted to it, though.
Yeah, I just don't think those people that are attracted to it realise how accessible it is to do it properly, though. Do you know what I mean?
So you don't know what you're injecting yourself with.
Yeah, there's rat poison in some of it.
Charming.
You know,
That's charming. What are and are you seeing the consequence of this? Are you hearing about how ill or sick people are getting from them?
I only on the news and only through articles. Like when I'm on Instagram, and I have across my platforms, I have 25,000 followers, and my handle is GLP1 Insights on Instagram and TikTok. But I don't hear about that so much on my page, because I tell every single person that I speak to about how,
okay. But
how they can do it safely and support it.
But you're coming up to your 3rd anniversary on some kind of an injectable. Surely that's enough now.
Enough as in I should stop now?
Yes.
All right. Yeah. No.
All right.
Absolutely
Yeah. No.
not.
Okay. Well, you're categoric about that. Why?
Oh, 100%. Why? Well, listen, I have gone from being like 7, 8 stone maybe by next year, overweight. I had bad knees, I had bad hips. My mental health was in the bin, absolutely atrocious. I could see no way out of this. I had literally given up on myself because I had been on about 100 diets and seen every single person around me, flourish on these diets, and I could never do it. I could never do it. I could lose a little bit of weight, but I could never take it off,
keep it off.
I could never keep it off. Yeah. And now I can. And now I go to the gym, and now I do Pilates, and now I'm able to run around every single day.
What's your fear? What is your fear if you were to stop now, having achieved your target weight, pretty much achieved?
That the food noise would come back, and that I wouldn't be able to handle it, Because I don't ever want to live like that again.
And so for you then, this is a lifestyle that you will... Oh, that's not the right term. This is something that you will continue forever.
Yes, until I reach my target, which I'm probably nearly at now.
And then
I will go straight into maintenance phase. A maintenance phase would look like, say, I'm on 15 milligrams of Mounjaro now, because that's the highest dose you can get. But my 15 milligrams of Mounjaro, when I'm on my proper maintenance phase, will last me way longer than 1 week. Like I might push that out to 10 days, 12 days, 14 days, and just not take as much of it, in a short amount of time, like the 7-day cycle that you're supposed to.
Okay, and that's extraordinary.
And I'll see how that goes then.
Yeah. But you will stay on it. This becomes a life cycle, if you like. There'll be no change.
Yeah.
And did you ever have the nausea, the vomiting, the constipation, the diarrhea, the stomach pain?
Absolutely did. Yeah, with the Ozempic I did. Yeah. And Trulicity, but then Mounjaro came along, and you have better less side effects from it, and you have more percentage of weight loss with Mounjaro as well. So, and then in the next 2 years, there's Retatrutide coming on as well, and that's got even a higher percentage of weight loss, and that's coming down the line as well. And
so I won't keep you much longer, but your intake then is very, very small portions of what?
Protein, fiber, carbs, healthy fats. And because
that's everything, though, isn't it? That's everything.
Yeah, of course, yeah. And I think what people don't understand is that if you are suffering from food noise and you go on this medication and the food noise is switched off for the first time in your life, you don't know what to do with yourself, that's the time where you need to dig deep and educate yourself about how to fuel your body and how to nourish your body and what to do now at this stage. Like I'm 50 next year, and I've started weightlifting because this, between weightlifting, Pilates and healthy eating and
take from any
walking,
of that. Yeah, it's completely revolutionised your life for the better.
It absolutely has.
And how are you like? What are you like then if you're socialising and others are eating larger portions, or you're there
I
pushing
always
a
just
knife
get
around the plate?
starters. Yeah, I get starters. Don't think for 1 minute that you can't eat on it. You can, but you're just able now to push the plate away when you're full.
And that's rapid. You're full faster.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because your digestion
does it turn off food noise for alcohol, or is it just food?
It does. Yep.
Turns off all cravings.
I won't say that, but I can only speak from my own experience. Food and alcohol, definitely.
Right.
Definitely.
Okay.
Yeah.
As in you like, what is it? You don't
can't drink as much.
Okay.
I don't drink as much, and I don't fancy it as much as I would have previous to being on the GLP-1 medications.
Okay.
And like 99% of people would find that as well.
Cigarettes? Any other addictions like nicotine?
I don't know. No, I don't know. I don't smoke, so.
Okay. Skin?
Yeah.
Is your skin shot to bits or anything? Nothing? No?
No, nothing. I know everybody
What do you do with
speaks
the
about
excess? What do people do with the excess fat? You lose 10 stone in 45 weeks. It's going to be skin.
Yeah, but I don't have, I'm going up against 7 stone now. I don't have any loose skin or whatever, because I'm in the gym and I'm walking and I'm doing Pilates and I'm looking after my body and,
Okay.
But again, it depends where you start out. If you're somebody that's 28 stone and you've lost 10 stone, then yes, you will
surgical
have
intervention necessary there.
Yeah.
Okay.
And again, that's a personal thing as well.
Okay, and I suppose some people would say it's a cheater's way of doing things, but you had tried everything and anything.
Yeah.
And you had really done your best,
Yeah.
Tried and failed, tried again.
And even while I was doing my best, I was still doing more than everybody else around me. Do you know what I mean? I was still so strict with my calories, so strict with all the slimming club rooms that I sat in and all that. And my activity was always high, but I just couldn't do it on my own, and I needed help.
Okay.
Yeah.
So not only the weight loss, but also you spoke about your mood, your personality, how you felt about yourself. You were happier, brighter, more energetic, and everything that goes with it.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, okay. Absolutely. Yeah. And I'm a foster mum, so that's what I need to be, And
busy
you
all
just
the time.
get busy all the time. Yeah. Except now I can do everything I need to do without pains and aches and distractions.
Listen, it's good to catch up. Appreciate it. Let people.
No problem at all.
People follow
thank you
again.
for having me on.
So this Insta is GLP-1 Insights.
Insights, GLP1.insights. Yeah, and then my private subscription group is The Next Chapter on Facebook.
Okay,
it's like 100 ladies in there. Yeah.
Right.
Thank you so much for having me.
Watch out for the podcast. It's called The Dose. Thanks, Belinda. Text 0868 104.